Okay, so this is July 4th Independence Day hop update. This is the transplanted Mount Hood hops I have. So they're climbing up, and then I got that guy. I'm trying to get him trained across this line that goes to the corner of the house over there, and then over here the Mount Hood. Or sorry, these are the Fuggles right here. Unfortunately, the Fuggles don't get a whole lot of sun, but they're up about 7 foot. Well, one of them's up about 7 foot. The other one's maybe 5.5 feet. So I mean, they're going slow, but they're going better than I thought they do. Actually, probably next year I'm gonna transplant them again into a sunnier spot, and maybe I'll actually get some flowers from there. We'll head over to the Cascade. It's kind of it's warm, but it's pretty humid today, unfortunately. Cascade's all the way up to the top. That one, the one on the right, is curling around the wood there, and that guy's just coming down. As you can see, well, maybe you can't see. They are starting to flower. Like right up in there, there's some branches coming off with about 3 flowers each. One up there has 5. Some other ones have 5 coming off. So I should get a decent yield on Cascade. Unfortunately, only 2 of them are going really, really good. Everyone else is kind of stuck around 5 to 8 feet or so. But Cascade's going good. And then this one just started shooting up the other day. So we'll see what that. I'm just gonna let it grow. It's a first year plant. Second year. This is the second year Mount Hood that I transplanted that one from. The stuff just, I mean, it's, hopefully it'll focus in there. Look. I'm just surprised how thick it is. Unfortunately, this one really hasn't started to flower very much. I can see some up there starting, but yeah, 2 of them went off and just kind of climbed on each other, and then that one's shooting off there, and there's some more coming up in there. I got three shoots going per string. Good news is that Columbus is starting to take off again, and I mean, that guy's about 5 foot right there. I got another one down there, and then 2 coming up here. One's an offshoot from one of the dead vines I had earlier. I mean, I cut off the ones that just stopped on me, and these just sprang right up out of the ground. They're coming up. I don't know if they'll catch up to produce any flowers, but that's a first year plant, so if it doesn't produce anything, no big deal. And the same thing happened with Centennial, which has been really, really slow, but I started getting some new growth coming up. So that guy's fortunately only the highest one. And then down here I got there's 2 right there, and there's another 3 right there, and then Chinook's just going crazy. Gonna get a decent harvest from this plant. I mean, it's already doubling back. I mean, look at the end of that, just swaying in the wind. I mean, there's flowers forming right at the ends already. So just a ton of hops. I'm gonna get I probably will have enough to do like a fresh hop possibly, and save some for later, but I'm debating about whether I want to do a fresh hop beer or not, but definitely gonna have some Chinook hops. So that's the hop update. Cheers. Hey, happy 4th of July, everyone. It's gonna be an update / vlog video, but anyway, as you can tell, look what I got. Finally bought a kegerator. I'm gonna get a proper tap handle for it, but right now it's just holding a couple beers, which I will be reviewing soon. And it's got all the hookups in there for a commercial keg, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to modify this sucker for my 5-gallon corny kegs for homebrew. So and then on the back there's a 5-pound CO2 tank. Kegerator came with all this stuff. Got it at Costco for a decent price, so it's about time. Now I can streamline my beer production in my freezer in the garage, and have the on-tap stuff in here. And this will hold either a full-size half barrel, quarter barrel, or 2 of my 5-gallon corny kegs. So I'll probably have one on tap here. The other one you probably have to open up the door to get it until I potentially modify the tap tower for another handle, because I could easily do that. I think it's just going to require some drilling and stuff, but it'll easily fit another hose going down in there. So that's a new addition in my temperature controlled freezer at Oh, what's this sitting at? 62 degrees right now. I have my Scotch ale that I brewed up over 3 weeks ago, just a little over 3 weeks ago. This is now into secondary in my better bottle, and I can't see it, but I mean, there's some oak chips and cubes in the beer, so it's getting oaked right now. Probably be letting that go for, at least a month or so. Get some good wood character on this one. I didn't get a lot of wood character for my Imperial Stout. Probably pulled those out too soon, but this one I make sure it gets a nice oakiness and hopefully some nice, peated Scotch notes. Fermentation was really clean on it. Pretty minimal yeast esters since I kept this thing the low 60s, which for Y yeast they say the yeast goes from 58 to ideally 58 to like 66 degrees is kind of like its preferred range. So it's almost getting down into lager, higher lager temperatures for this yeast strain. So I just kept it in the mid 60s for minimal fusel alcohol notes, and I did taste it, and it definitely has. You can taste the 11% in there, but it's not fusily strong alcohol notes. Really clean. That also leads to less yeast esters, but that's fine. Scotch ales typically don't have a ton of yeast esters, so really liking how that's developing so far, and we'll see what it does with the oak. But I'm pretty happy with this so far, and I think it'll turn out. Just debating about now whether I want to bottle it and bottle condition it, or if I just want to keg it up, force carbonate it, and bottle it from the keg. But kind of leaning towards kegging it, so I don't have to deal with the issues of trying to naturally carbonate a 11% beer. So that's it on the homebrew front for now. I want to brew fairly soon, but we'll see.